We've got Nifty, which is 25,500, about 0.18% lower. Nifty Bank is ticking slightly down, but nothing very much, about 0.25% down there. The Sensex is down about 0.25%. Small cap index is absolutely unchanged, nothing on it. You've got the mid cap index, which is unchanged as well, 60 points lower, 59,190 is where we are starting. So this is a bit of a flattish start after what has been a furious move yesterday, of course, especially yesterday, but even over the last many trading sessions. 20 points lower. The Nifty heat map up on your screen, it's more down than up, but not by very much. Asian Paints on one end. Nestle Max is something which Nimesh was highlighting. It's there up there amongst the gainers. And on the downside, as Rima has been saying, you've got IT, Infi, Wipro, and there's HCL Tech as well. Rima.
Well, as you pointed out, it's IT on the way down. The Nifty IT index has slipped more than about 0.5%. Wipro is the big casualty today. Stock down 4% at open. It slipped below the 50-day moving average. Wipro now down down to levels of 243. Year to date, it's lower by 20%. HCL Tech under pressure. Tech Mahindra, Infosys also weak in trade, and TCS is losing ground in sympathy. If you track the performance of IT so far this week, broadly lower. This is the week where we got all the big numbers from the IT majors. Week to date, Infosys down 4%. TCS is down 2.5% and Wipro down over 2%. So despite a slightly better showing versus expectation, IT continues to remain under pressure and still a bit unloved. Eternal is also losing ground. Eternal is down close to about 1.2%. But this comes on the back of the stock being virtually at record levels 2 days back. And since yesterday, even yesterday, once the numbers came out and the street digested that the jump in numbers was an account of the change in the business reporting. They've moved to an inventory-led model versus a marketplace model, and that explained. Otherwise, the numbers were okay, but the stock is seeing profit booking 1.9% lower on Eternal, but the brokerage view remains quite bullish. CLSA has a high conviction outperform, target price 450. HSBC has set the target price at 390. Adani Ports, Ultratech Cement, ONGC are some of the other drags in the large cap space. But on the way up, it's consumption all the way. Nestle, big mover yesterday, 4.5%. It's followed it up with another 2.5% gain, so continues to be bid up. Asian Paints is rising. HUL is gaining, and Reliance Industries also seeing buying ahead of numbers later today.
Well, that's right, Rima. A limited point with regard to Eternal. The stock was very volatile yesterday, but I think one comment that came in for the management, that break even is not even a milestone at this juncture, implies that they're focusing more at growth. And maybe the near-term investor may not be too happy about that. And that explains why the stock is down close to around 3.5%. Mind you, longer-term story looks good. They're guiding for very, very good growth, good turnaround in terms of profitability. But that explains why that stock is under pressure in today's trading session. Moving to a few more names. Rallis from the broader markets, that's catching your attention. So that's a positive earnings reaction that we've got out there. Stock up close to around 4%. Add to the list, I think, we should get a couple of these other names. Vikram Solar, yes, that's the other one that I was looking at. That as well is higher in today's trading session, reacting to a positive set of numbers. Vare actually opened with gains and then that got sold into. So that's the other stock, in fact, that's now flattened out after opening gap up with a gain of around 2%. What else is giving Wipro as well as Eternal Company on the downside? JSW Infra, well, that stock is down close to around 3%. Z Entertainment as well, they were guiding for very, very good times ahead. However, just going by what they've done at the half-year mark, doesn't seem like that guidance could be achieved. So for the time being, after the stock dancing away to around 145 earlier this year, the stock has come in for some selling pressure.
Well, I think, Nigel, you got slightly sideways kind of start, right? So neither here nor there. So can't really put this as a bad start, neither, of course, not a good start. So somewhere in between. IT, I think the Nifty IT index should come up, and I think there will be some pressure. Coforge, for example, which is still not reported, but which is widely expected to report something like a 5-6% kind of growth, is down 2%. But it's, Wipro, HCL, etc., which are taking a bigger bite out of prices. Swiggy is down 2.25% as well. So that's another one, which I just want to highlight. Ather is down 1.5%. Z, of course, results 3% lower. JSW Infra, 3% lower. That's results. Tata Com has had a very, very sharp move. In about 5-6 days, it's moved from 1,600 to 1,950. So Tata Com is taking just a breather. That's it. I mean, the top volume-led stock, or not stock, but a ticker is silver.
Yeah.
Silver Bs are up 4%, and that's by far the biggest volume-led gain. And we have it. It'll come up on your screen. Silver Bs, if you can. So there's a breathless rally in precious metals, on and goes. 4% on gold, silver, of course. On the coattails of what gold prices are doing, and so on and so forth. Look at Share India. My God. Oh boy. Share India, 194 rupees. It's a broker basically. But the stock will come up. I think we have the stock. 2 days back, stock was 130 bucks. It's 190, 195. And volumes yesterday were some of the highest we've had in Share India in a long time. And today as well, it's by the way, the third biggest. I'm just mentioning it because it's the third largest volume-led gainer on the NSE. Never comes up with this much volume at this point in the day, but it is. So just thought I'll make a quick mention of it before we move forward. So that's what's coming on.